Sat Sri Akal everyone. Many of you would be knowing that I am currently running a series on Marxism on my Hindi and Punjabi channel. I believe due course of the history there has been a rift between the Eastern thought and the Western thought, and both progressed in different directions. The West had set its foundation on material, and the East set its foundation in spirituality. As a result, in due course of time, the West became materially superior but spiritually inferior, and the East has become spiritually superior but materially inferior. But at the end of the day, all of them are bounded by their human nature. The West tries to dominate the East through tariffs, military interference, colonization, and etc. And the East, they try to dominate the West through spirituality, through religion, through scriptures, through stories, and etc. etc. Because both are bounded by their egos. But ego doesn't work in front of the power of existence. Existence moves on its own way. And one of the laws of existence which I have come to discover is that it strikes balance for the sake of stability. Stability is the ultimate goal in existence. It tries to create balance to have stability. Having the same spirit in my mind, I have started posting content on my Hindi and Punjabi channel on the Western thought, on materialism, on philosophy of the Western thought. And to balance that, I am now going to post the content on spirituality on my English channel. Now, demystifying one thing, I just now said that the West has become spiritually inferior. That doesn't mean that the spirituality was never explored in the West. It was explored and very nicely explored. The literature of Fyodor Dostoevsky, Mikhail Naimi, and Khalil Gibran are great contributions to the spirituality, and I respect them. But in the East, spirituality was explored to its core, to its depth, by a systematic society. The whole society was moved to find the truth of life through spirituality. Every science, every individual, every genius of the East had given its power, its strength for the search of truth. Therefore, the kind of spirituality which emerged in the East is the superior. Now, why this happened? Why did the West became materially superior and the East became spiritually superior? Because there's a difference of approaches. The conditions in the West in which the human society has evolved were harsh. So, the general approach of the Western mind is to mold the nature for his need. And in the East, for the evolution of the society, nature gave its best conditions. So, the thought of the Eastern mind is to mold himself so that he can adjust into nature. Whenever the West has encountered the problem of truth, and when the East has encountered the problem of truth, both have taken different approaches. The West approaches the problem that it has first to seek and then draw the conclusion. That's the way of science. That's why every time a new theory emerges, the old one loses its legacy. But it gave science a very humble reputation that it never infers itself. It only proves, and if the proof is convincing, it is accepted. The East, when encountered with the problem of truth, has always taken this approach. The truth, the conclusion, has always been there. It is present in reality. We will first state the truth and then give the method to find it. That's why even the teachings which are 2500 years old are still relevant today. Mahavira, Buddha, Krishna, all are relevant today because they stated the truth as it is and then gave the method how to find it. But it gave birth to religion, it gave birth to fundamentalism, which has become a problem in society now. The West is facing the problem of liberalism, that the doubt in the Western society has risen so much that even the basics are being questioned. And the East, the fundamentalism has taken so much power that nothing is being questioned. Both are in imbalances. So, Master Osho said that the need of the man of today is to become Zorba the Buddha. He should be equally material and should be equally spiritual. And to strike that balance, I am taking this initiative of introducing the Western thought to the East and introducing the Eastern thought to the West. The West needs to be more spiritual, the East needs to be the more material, and both should help each other. That's my vision. Now, if my approach of giving the West the solution to its problem is through spirituality, it is first very much needed to define what spirituality is. Now, for someone who, as a third person from outside, is trying to find a definition for spirituality, it just means seeking. One has to seek, one has to find. Religion already knows, spirituality explores. The religion asserts, spirituality experiences. That's the basic difference between religion and spirituality. Spirituality is pure seeking, seeking of truth. It is the approach of the seeker who has the courage to admit to himself that I don't know. And I will also not accept any authority who would dictate to me that he knows. I am myself the seeker, and truth is the absolute authority, nothing in between, and I am going to seek it. That is the approach of spirituality. Now, before entering into spirituality, there are three things which one has to always remember about spirituality. Number one, spirituality is neither science, nor its philosophy, nor it is religion. The approach of science is to narrow the mind into the thing it is exploring. The way of the philosophy is to contemplate on things it has to explore. And the way of the religion is to just give an artificial environment in which one can think he is spiritual without seeking. The science narrows the mind. Philosophy contemplates through the mind. Religion doesn't use mind at all. And spirituality, it just silences the mind. It is not against the mind, it is just against the domination of mind. It believes in using mind as a tool, not mind using you as a tool. Second, the ultimate goal of spirituality for a man or for an individual is that he just lives to its full totality. It doesn't attach himself to anything and it doesn't renounces anything. Don't attach yourself and don't renounce anything. Be in the middle. Experience everything, just don't attach yourself to it. Whether it is good, bad, it depends on your awareness. The third and the last thing which you have to remember is that spirituality is always for the individual. It is not for the masses, not for the society. Anything which is for the masses or for the society is either politics or religion. Both have preconceived notion about what to do, what a human has to do. Both lead to chaos, both lead to fundamentalism, both lead to riots. All the religions, whether it is Hinduism, Sikhism, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Jainism, take any name, these are religions. A Hindu, Sikh, Muslim, Christian, these are religious people. On the other hand, Shri Krishna, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Mahavira, Buddha. These are spiritual people. I know that much of the work which I do, to many people, it won't reach. It may not influence. But as the epitome of purity, Mr. Jiddu Krishnamurti, while explaining meditation, has said that it doesn't matter whether you understand or not. Someday, someone will surely understand. That's what I believe. Now, from the next video, I will try to take up every religion of the East and discuss its spiritual part with you. I'll start with the oldest religion, Hinduism. Until that, please, through your comments, tell me on which spiritual scripture would you like me to comment. Any scripture you can give, and I'll try to have my commentary on that. See you in the next video. Thank you.